and we're going through the headlines. Jason, let's read number 3.
On the heels of the 60th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic I Have a Dream speech, a gunman killed 3 black people in Jacksonville, Florida, in what local law enforcement described as a racially motivated crime.
흑인 민권 운동가 마틴 루터 킹 목사의 워싱턴 행진 60주년 기념 집회 직후 미국 플로리다주 잭슨빌에서 흑인 3명이 총격으로 숨졌습니다. 지역 경찰은 이를 인종 혐오 범죄로 보고 있습니다. So let's talk about this. 자, 이제 영어와 우리말이 약간 상이하다는 거 아실 것 같아요. 왜 그러냐면은 일단은 그 기념일 자체는 8월 28일, 그러니까 어제였지만 그것을 앞두고 미국 전역에서 이런 마치 행진들이 많은 곳에서 주말부터 계속 일어났습니다. 일단은 워싱턴 행진은 워싱턴 DC에서 열리는 게 메인 이벤트이지만 여기는 플로리다예요. It's a different area, right? Mm-hmm. So what happened?
Yeah, so, it's right around the anniversary of the famous speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and a 21-year-old brought a gun and, opened fire on a few people that were killed. Now, the disturbing thing is that it seems that this was racially motivated.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a random act. It seemed that he allegedly had a manifesto that he had left for the media, his parents, as well as law enforcement, essentially detailing his hatred for black people. So
we often hear of manifestos
Yeah.
before a shooting incident occurs, and basically what that is the shooter detailing, what they're going to do, why they're going to do it, and according to this manifesto, it was apparently clear to the police that this was racially motivated.
Yeah, it seems to be the case, the things that he said. And you've got to be concerned for his parents as well, as to, to have a loved one that performs an act like this. It's got to be, obviously very disturbing for them as well. He also died himself
Right, he
after
committed suicide.
he committed suicide after the act as well. So in that sense, also for the family, it's just a no-win situation for anybody. Like nobody in this situation benefits from anything here.
Right, exactly. Another thing that is maybe worth noting when it comes to the news and death tolls, when there's a perpetrator or a shooter in this case, and they've killed X number of people, you don't include the killer dying in the death count. So you won't find news stories that say 4 people died, including the shooter. It's 3 people died, and the shooter also committed suicide.
Yes.
It's separate.
And also, they do mention that, he bought his gun legally and had no criminal history. So the concern also becomes, how do you prevent stuff like this from happening in the future? Well, it's not like he did illegal acts or it was a problem person that they could have predicted before this happened in order to prevent this. So when things are followed, when rules and regulations are followed, and then stuff like this is able to happen, then you sort of have to start wondering about your actual policy that's in place if those need to be a little bit more stringent.
합법적으로 총기를 구한 것이었기 때문에 사전에 이렇게 방지할 만한 방법이 그렇게 보이지 않는다라는 안타까운 분석도 나오고 있고요. 이게 플로리다에서 백인 청년이 인종 혐오 범죄로 보이는 그런 이제 그 총격을 가해서 3명의 흑인이 목숨을 잃었다라고 합니다.